Hey guys, so basically today I just unboxed the package that I got from someone off Facebook Marketplace, and I got these two pretty sick figures for a steal. I think there's something broken with this one though, but these are nice because you can swap the heads for Figma heads because it's all 112, which is pretty cool. The reason why they're kind of wet is because I clean everything now because of like COVID, but yeah, so usually I do a solid cleaning of everything. This is really cool because this is these are Azone figures. Azone is a cool company because they basically use Figma bodies, and they have clothes that are really well fit to the Figma body. So those knee socks got me good, but I'm gonna go ahead and check that out. Assault Lily. Wait a second, I think I know what this franchise is from. But yeah, so let's go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna do this one-handed just because. Oh wait, I think it's not open. Oh, just kidding, it's opened. So, am I familiar with the Little Armory franchise? Of course I am. I have some of the older ones, or I had some of the older ones. They do have Figmas as well. I think in terms of Little Armory merchandise, they stick with, there's very few statues, but there's, the majority of the line is in Figmas, so they have like Tosaka Ena, Toriosaki Ena, Mio Asato, which is the main one, Rika. All of them are pretty good quality. I really enjoy the pastel eyes that they have. You can go ahead and check that out really quick. But yeah, so these are really neat just because they're in 112 scale. I'm a big sucker for 112 stuff just because it's a scale that is very universal amongst many companies. And they all look good together, so let me just go ahead and peg that in. You know what? I had that backwards. This is actually my first freeing figure in their B-style line, or S-style, or whatever. And it looks pretty good, I want to say. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're just tiny figures. And then here is the head, which is... Ooh, let me see if I can focus on that. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I don't know if I can focus that well. There you go. So, it's pretty nice. It's a good head. Pretty dynamic. And like I said, there's a little joint here, which is basically so you can pop a Figma head on that. Or this can be swapped out with a Figma head because the joint should be the same. So, say if you want like Saber's head on this body, you could do it. I've seen people do it with the Azure Lane ones, and they look pretty good, just because they got the big badonkers. But, yeah, let's see. So, again, I got these pre-owned, so, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, though. He said there was something broken, but, as far as I can tell, nothing really. Looking pretty good. Yeah, so, like, what's really cool about the Little Armory stuff is the eyes are really unique, very pastel-like. And then, yeah, so that's pretty dope. The base is interesting. I think it looks like a giant gear, which is kind of weird, but whatever. But that's cool. So there's that. I'll go ahead and sit that down. What's interesting is it shows it with the guns. Those are nice. So the reason why it's called Little Armory is because the main part of the line is like these model kit guns, and those are actually really funny because I think one of the reasons why they're harder to get in the US is because they are too realistic in terms of weapons. So there's that. And obviously when in America we don't like weapons for kids, only in video games. But basically there's that. And let's see if we can get into Assault Lily here. I should really get a camera mount, that way I look less weird. But just to try this out. So, oh, she has a gun. I don't know where this gun come from. I don't know. But, yeah, so she comes with a gun. She comes with some alternate hands. Another hand. Some cute peace signs, which is kind of unique for 112 scale. Let's go ahead and dig into the goods here. So... Come on, baby. Alright. So, here we go. Just gonna reach in here. I feel like... There we go. Alright. Yeah, so this is the figure itself. I actually think the heads are not that bad. I do like those. I like how it comes with 3 faces. I will say the thing about Azone figures is they're pretty expensive most of the time. They usually average around like 80 to 90, but that is pretty fair considering that they are basically Figmas with clothes, and the clothes themselves look really good. I gotta say, the body itself feels nice. It doesn't have that PVC feeling that Figma has. It feels a little bit more solid, but I do believe it is a PVC figure. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, it is a PVC figure, but yeah. So it does tell you different types, so you can have different types for the Assault Lily, and very cute there. So there's that. Actually, this is an Azone figure? I was tripping out. Okay, so yeah, but looking good. But I do think one thing that Figma does win over is that it doesn't have a stand. So that's a little weird. As you notice, her head fell off, but yeah, the shading, it looks pretty similar to Max Factory stuff, just because it's like all nice and stuff. But you pop that head back on there. Ooh, yeah, that does look really nice. Holy crap. Yeah, that's fresh. I mean, look, the buttons are cute. Some of the articulation feels a little bit weird. It feels like a lot like figure arts, where there's a really big joint and less flowy. And that's a little upskirt there. Ooh, nice. So you can kind of take off all her clothes, which is kind of cool. Just fascinating because of the scale of the figure. So let's go ahead and show it off here. Is it 112? It should be 112 because I think Azone stuff should usually be 112. But what's cool about Azone too is that you can actually buy the clothes separately. So, but those will usually cost you around 20 to 40 bucks. Actually, I don't think it's 112. I think it's a little bit closer to 1/10 or 1. Yeah, I think 1/10 is more closer because this is pretty similar to a Figma. This is a little bit larger, but that's totally understandable. Actually, give me a second. Let me just go ahead and stand up here. Go get a quick peek. So let's go over to my Fate shelf, and let's just say Gudako right here. Oh yeah, she's definitely bigger. But yeah, next to Umu, she's definitely a larger figure. But I think the payoff is kind of good, just because it's like you get that clothing feeling, and it definitely. I would say it is a 1/10 because Beach Queens are around 1/10, and so yeah, there's definitely that. So yeah, it's just kind of what I got in the mail today. It's pretty interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.